Friday, June 23rd, I was watching him speak this evening, and I can't help but wonder certain things. And from my own personal life, up to the age of 23, the only documentation really on me is that I graduated high school. I went to college for a little while. And then I got 2 felony convictions, a slew of other charges, none convicted. But that's it. At 23, I get sober, go to college, start a career. My life changes. Up to today, if I started making videos in which I was trying to say that all these different things about our solar system, the planets, other systems, and I was saying that things were coming into our solar system, and I was trying to prove that to people. But in the process, I was saying that you should only believe me. Don't believe anyone else, because everyone else is liars, or ignorant, or weak. Would you think I was crazy? Would you make fun of me? Would you go to the documentation on me to see if I was even qualified to discuss these things? You see, I find it interesting that a person tries to convince their viewers, all 363 of them tonight, by the way, which doesn't make sense with 50,000 subscribers at all. You should have way more with that amount of subscribers, by the way. Trying to convince people that they should only get information from you is insane. It's what's called a God complex. It's where you think that you have some sort of power or information that no one else has. And that if other people try to have something different or say you're wrong, that they're stupid, weak, crazy, something's wrong with them, you're actually the one that's insane. When you're trying to say that your data is the one that's right, although you've gotten your data from someone else. That's not your actual research. You gained that research from someone else. But no one else has the right stuff, only you. That's heading to what's called a cult. People have said that all along, and I kept looking at it going, no, he's just not that slick. He doesn't have it, What I heard him say tonight, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to motivate people to not believe in anyone else, only believe in him. Don't look at anyone else's research, data, pictures, ideas, nothing. Only look at his, because his is the only one that's right. Don't listen to anyone else, because they're wrong, or weak, or stupid. He used the word ignorant. I don't know if he knows what ignorant means. The way he was using the word almost made me feel like he didn't know what that meant. Because everyone he was calling ignorant were actual researchers, scientists, astronomers, people with college degrees, something he lacks. So I'm watching this tonight and I'm going, this is actually like a cult. Like he's actually trying to gain followers to do this, to build this, the possibility of both. You have someone with some type of God complex. They believe they really are all these lies. This is the guy who said he invented the Budweiser girls. Anyone could debunk that has an internet connection and Google. All these lies. He believes all these lies are true about himself. And on top of that, fell into this scam of being able to make a few bucks through a Google check. It definitely ain't as high as people claim it to be. Yesterday I saw a screenshot of him saying he made all this money because he owns these companies, yet today he said to himself he's retired. Which one is it? Once again, he debunks and contradicts himself in his own video. The lie rolls on. How many times has he said this is the only thing he does for a living? Confusing. So, I don't run around saying everyone's crazy and mentally ill, but this one's special. Definitely special. My wife will tell you, the first time I ever heard this guy talk, I don't know if it was a year ago, I said, that guy's a fraud. That guy's a liar. And he was just talking about normal stuff, just talking about little videos. He didn't have many followers. I said, he's a fraud, I can tell by the way he's talking. And here we are some time later, and a lot has happened. Now, I got involved with him because he threatened to kill my wife. I knew he was never going to do anything. He lied all along, so I knew he was never capable of much. It's bizarre stuff. I like to believe I'm the type of person that has seen some things. I'm not perfect. I'm not superhuman, or I think I'm as capable of a lot of things as anyone else. I've never seen this. I've never seen someone convince themselves of this many lies before, and then try to present it on YouTube as it being okay, as it being normal. I think he felt that he found some sort of niche on the internet and was able to, get some people to listen. This is obviously a guy who throughout his life didn't have very much. He says he's had all these things, but as we debunked those things and pushed them aside, it was obvious that he hadn't had much. His response to things made that obvious. So this made him excited to have something, to have someone listen. His trying to hide who he really is has been beyond entertaining. And like many others, it would be interesting to see what that looks like if people really saw that. To watch him glamorize and glorize stadiums full of people. Stadiums seat 60,000 people. You've got 300 people watching. So imagine a stadium of 60,000 with only 300 people sitting there. That's not a full stadium. It's two rows. It's one little row up front. That's it. Once again, not going to happen. he thinks we're making fun. He thinks we're going after him. We're pointing out the obvious. He thinks this is normal. May we look at history and the people that said, only listen to me, don't listen to anyone else, and how that ended up? Whether you have 5 followers or 5,000? Yeah, how'd that go? Not good. People do get hurt. People do get sued. People do go to jail. Because when they sign on to your belief, they can point the finger when they get in trouble. Well, so-and-so told me to do it because the world was ending. He has predicted the end of the world already this year, so we're still here, though. Strange. Didn't see that coming. I'm a person who stood in front of a judge. He told me all about myself. He was right. He sent me to go live behind a fence, and I watched grown men behave in ways you wouldn't believe. I lived in a place where society puts people who can't live in society. I have seen that with my eyes. I survived that. I lived out here in these streets where it is life or death on a daily basis, and either or is a coin toss. I'm a person who worked in a psychiatric hospital. I've never seen anything like this in my life. We have a person who basically says the same thing every day. Over and over. Uses different wording from time to time. Throws different conspiracies in every now and then to try to snag new people or other people. I think that's why he does that. I think, now that's an opinion, and you know what we do with opinions. You can just, but then he says, only listen to us. This article is obviously the government because they said that. All these people that are saying this are wrong because they're stupid or ignorant. He literally said today, someone's ignorant because they have a college degree. That's insane. That's irrational. To say that someone's wrong because they have an education, when he does not. He said he did, although he never produced proof of said education. Surprise, surprise. So continuing to say, we're right, everyone's wrong, only believe us, does cross into mind control. It crosses into trying to get people to believe something so you can control them. Nothing more, nothing less. Has nothing to do with Planet X or the possibility thereof. This is all about control and not wanting to be wrong. A guy who debunks himself in his own videos, not wanting to be wrong. Can't even keep his own lies straight. I think that's why they don't do videos all together anymore much, because they'll contradict each other's lies. They know how ridiculous it sounds. And then it's a huge headache of emails and videos and comments. And subscribers leaving. Anyone's going to notice. How long can you keep that going? I mean, God, I can't imagine. I heard it tonight. As many times as I had heard it, I heard it tonight. And I finally saw the sickness for what it was, instead of just some weak, weird guy that I make fun of or talk trash about. This person's crazy. Insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. No, this guy gets different channels. He gets the extended cable package. Okay? Strange bird. I mean, I've always felt that way, but tonight I was like, oh, wow, yeah. He's, as they say, cray-cray. So, in closing, gee, I wonder where you got that one from. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to review tape on this one. Because you're trying to tell people that everyone else is wrong and you're the only one that is right, and everyone else is the government? Do you hear yourself? Everyone else is the government. You sound like a paranoid schizophrenic. Not saying that's what you are. That's what you sound like. Everyone's the government, but you and those 300 people. And if we were the government, we would have left as soon as you said that. Because as soon as you expose the government, they leave. Their cover's been blown. You've seen enough 90s movies. Remember how that works? If you were being censored, we wouldn't hear your voice. You're not being censored. Where? Can you prove anything you say? Now that I know that I have your attention, I'll be pointing out some other things. Lies, manipulations, falsehoods. Do you have anything that's real? Do you have anything that's original? Yours? Because it seems that everything's stolen. You say it's your data, but then you say where you got the data. So how is it your research, although you said where you got it from? That doesn't make any sense. I guess you're just hoping people miss that part, so you can call it your data. But I'll review tape and see what all else I can find. It'll be plenty fun. Best wishes.